Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it will be my monthly empties. If you don't follow me over on Instagram, you may not see when I get a lot of items sent to me. I typically unbox them on my stories because I like to show you guys what I'm actually trialing out at the beginning of the process, but I often find sometimes you don't see the end of the process. And for me, I get the most value in what other people are using when I see that they have either repurchased it or what their final opinions are on it. So with that, let's get into today's video. Okay, so the first thing that I have in here, I think I may have showed you the other part of it last month because sometimes I don't finish my shampoo and conditioner at the same time. But the first thing that's in here is just this Trevor Sorbet Repair and Strengthen conditioner. I actually felt it was quite all right. Like, it didn't weigh my hair down. So if a conditioner can condition my hair and not weigh it down, we've got a winner. Now the next thing that I have in here, I don't know about you, but we're going through a lot of hand soap at the moment. And it's just this Bayless & Harding jojoba, vanilla, and almond oil. I wasn't super keen on the smells, but it was something that was complementary towards some of the other scents that I wear on a day-to-day. Now the next thing that I have in here is also from Trevor Sorbet, and it's this thicker and fuller for fine thinning hair, and it helps reduce the effect of hair loss and adds body. Now I primarily used this when I was wearing my hair curly, and if there were certain areas that I found that didn't curl properly, I would spray this in there to kind of make it wet again and then see if I could get that curl back. Do I feel like it made my hair any thicker looking? I can't really say to that, so I wouldn't repurchase this, but the smell was great. Now the next thing that I have in here is just from Voya, and this was the Squeaky Clean Invigorating Body Wash, and it was lime and mandarin. Now to be honest, I don't really remember this smelling much like lime or mandarin. I mean, I guess it does, but to me it has more of like a holistic smell than like a citrusy smell, like a lime and mandarin smell. So I'm not the biggest fan of lime or mandarin or really holistic smelling stuff, so it's something that I wouldn't repurchase, but it was nice, got me clean, didn't dry me out, because since my body washes have been done, I've been using a bar of soap, and oh my gosh, I'm actually having more appreciation for body washes. Okay, so the next thing that I have in here, oh my gosh, this is one of the first beauty products that I bought when I moved to the UK 2 years ago. And I know, you're probably saying it's so out of date, but you know what? Whatever, live a little. I still finished it. So it's just this Olay Regenerous Overnight Miracle Firming Mask. I will say with this one, it is so heavily scented and it can leave like almost like a silicone feeling on your skin. And I didn't just feel like this, my husband also felt like this, and he would say like when he washes his face in the morning, he could feel the product on his skin. So it was like, and he didn't use that much and I don't use that much. So it was like, is this even penetrating my skin? I honestly felt like it was just sitting on top. And I think that's saying a lot because it's like, we don't use a lot, and then also, you know, you sleep and your face is in the pillow and stuff. So I wouldn't get this again. And the next thing that's in here again is probably one of these things that are so out of date. I've lived in the UK for 2 years and I got this when I was still in Canada, but it's just a Vichy Ideal Soleil SPF 60. The thing is that I find, and I know even though I have darker skin I should be wearing SPF, but I find I just don't often go out and sit in the sun. So I think this has been with me to Spain. I think it's been with me so many places. I think it's been with Paul to Spain, like, and we're just finishing it because it has been quite hot here in the UK. And as I've been running out with this lockdown, as I've been running out of beauty products, I was like, okay, I'm out of moisturizer, we're gonna use SPF. So yeah, finished it. To be honest, I don't see where SPF really fits into my daily skincare routines, and I know some of you are probably cringing at that, but I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, so the next thing that I have in here is just from Emulsion Cosmetics, and this is their micellar water base. You can add fragrance to this. I particularly didn't add fragrance to this, but this micellar water, if you don't know, it actually has oil particles in it, and so I got this a long time ago, but I didn't use it because I had eyelash extensions. Obviously we're in lockdown, and obviously my eyelash extensions have come off, so I was like, what a perfect time to use this. And it did like literally take off my makeup so easy. I would just spray it on a Magnetone London face cloth, which I don't even think I need to use anything with the Magnetone London cloth. I think you could just add water, but as I wear a little bit of makeup, I would use this and then wipe it off with the Magnetone London cloth, and then I would then just use water in the Magnetone London cloth and then see see if there was any makeup left over, and typically there wasn't. So I do think that this works amazing. I do think that the bottle is just a little bit extreme. Like, I do like the spray, and I'm actually keeping the bottle so I can like spray my hair if it needs some zhuzhing up when my hair is curly. But for a skincare product, I think the nozzle was a bit overkill. Okay, so the next thing that I have in here is just this Face It Tea Holy Skin, and it was Compostable Exfoliating Pad, if I'm saying that right. Anyways, it had a really interesting texture when they come dry, and then you wet them and then they get soft again, and then there's tea inside, and that's supposed to help exfoliate your skin. For me, it really did nothing. I think it's a really cool concept, and I think that for those with sensitive skin, it's great, and obviously it's way better on the environment, but for me, I don't think it did much at all. Okay, so the next thing that's in here is just this Palmolive Naturals Milk and Honey Shower Cream. Again, I have so much more appreciation for shower gels and shower creams, because using a bar of soap lately, as much as it smells great because it's like from higher end brands, it is drying my skin out beyond belief. So this was the Milk and Honey, and it was really nice. I won't lie, we've used it a lot like bubble bath and body gel or shower gel, but it was still really nice, and the smell isn't too offensive. Okay, so the next thing that I have in here is this Pixi Hydrating Milky Lotion. Now this is for the body, and it was nice. As I mentioned, my skin has been quite dry lately, and I did go through this quite fast. Was I the biggest fan of the smell? Not overly, but it did the trick. It's a body cream. Now I've got another item in here from Emulsion Cosmetics. Again, I think it's kind of their trademark to have some type of spray, but I do think it's a little bit of overkill. Now the cool thing with Emulsion Cosmetics is that you can add your own fragrance to it, and they sell all different types of fragrances. So I think you have heard me say so many times in this video, like, oh, the smell wasn't offensive, and I actually love that about this brand, that I can make a scent tailored to something, to like the fragrance I'm going to put on for the day. So I love that aspect of this company. That being said, this was their dry oil base, and it's for the body. Now I did find, I just didn't like the after feeling it left on my hands, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this again, but again, I do love the concept of Emulsion Cosmetics. Okay, so the next thing that I have in here is just this skin brightening cream, and that's from Good Science Beauty. Now it's supposed to illuminate and even out skin tone, and I do have other videos on this channel that talk about products that help fade any of my acne scarring and hyperpigmentation. I will say I don't really feel like this is the most accelerated product to lighten any scarring. However, I have been using it in conjunction with doing microdermabrasion every other week. So in some videos you might see I've got a little bit of scarring still left there, and obviously you can't really see what is under my makeup, but I do think using this in conjunction with my microdermabrasion has helped me get a more even skin tone. I have one bottle left, and it's taken me a year actually to get through this one, but if you are looking for something a little bit stronger, I don't think that this would be the product for you. All right, so this item, cannot rant and rave about it enough. I was actually supposed to be on a Zoom with the developer, or like the owner of the company this week, but I was under the weather. But it's Paula's Choice. If you have any type of acne, skin problem, hyperpigmentation, oh my gosh, this is the product for you. It is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA liquid exfoliant with salicylic acid. Salicylic acid will help your breakouts. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not going to go into the science behind it because I don't, but I do know that when I use products with glycolic acid and products with salicylic acid, it's a match made in heaven. But I do think this one maybe has a higher percentage of that ingredient in there, because when I use this, oh my gosh, like best results, and I don't even think it's like that badly priced. So yeah, if you have skin problems like me, try this out. Okay, so the next thing that I have in here is just this Pixi Milky Hydrating Peel. I said that a little bit wrong. It's a Pixi Hydrating Milky Peel. So this is kind of like a gentle exfoliating cream to kind of mimic a chemical peel. I used this after I did my microdermabrasion, and some of you might be thinking, oh my gosh, like an exfoliating peel after microderm. One, I do feel like the microderm machine probably isn't as medical grade as like if you went to go get microderm done in a salon. Two, this is definitely not as medical grade as something that you would get done in a salon, so I do feel like using them in conjunction with one another was safe. So basically I would do my microderm, I would put this on, and then I would put that lightening cream that I just showed you previously. I did like it. It did like offer a little bit of a tingle, so I know it was doing something. Do I think it's an aggressive enough peel for what my skin needs? Absolutely not. Okay, so the next thing that I have in here I've definitely showed you guys before, and so many people always ask me when they see me using this product in this way, way. But this is the cocoa butter formula with vitamin E heel repair, and it softens and smooths dry, cracked heels and feet. I do use this on my feet, but I also use it on my body. In the Caribbean, when I was younger, my mom and my grandma, they would get me like little chunks of like cocoa butter fat, and I would use it all over my body. This is equivalent to the same thing. It's just it's packaged differently than how I would have got it in the Caribbean. With that, so moisturizing, doesn't feel greasy, it smells amazing. I do wish that they did a full body stick like this instead of just like marketing it towards your heels. Maybe that would be at a higher price point and maybe it wouldn't sell, I don't know. But with that, I do think that Lush offers something similar to what I use this as, if that makes sense. All right, so the next thing that I have in here was just this fragrance from Nashi Argan. Now Nashi Argan is a hair care company, but they do have a few fragrance bits. This was so nice. However, it did burn my skin like you wouldn't believe. Like, so if I actually used this before bed because I thought we often put on perfume to go out and start our day, but I also do a nighttime routine, and how nice would it be to like smell great and feel luxurious and like set myself off for like a good sleep. I'm all about routines lately. Anyways, that's how I was using it, and it was great because it's not a high price point, so I didn't feel like I was like spending my most expensive perfume to go to bed. Anyways, with that, I do think there's a high alcohol content in this, and it burned. It burned. So if I had any type of dry skin or like exfoliated my skin, it freaking burned. So great smell, but it burned. And the next thing I have in here is just this Bare Minerals Gold Mask. Now, I've showed you the other ones that I got in this set, and I don't really feel like any of these like had any skin benefit. Maybe it was a hydrating benefit or a moisturizing benefit, but if that was the case, it was definitely lost on me. So definitely would not repurchase this again. Okie dokie, the last few products. So this is just the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I feel like it was like Gimme Brow or something like that. Anyways, it was the clear brow gel. I actually really like this, and since it's finished, I haven't replaced it, and I've missed setting my brows. I don't really have the wildest brows, so maybe it was a bit redundant, and I think I might go to like a colored brow, but I do feel like sometimes when I see people in real life, that was a long time ago, but when I see people in real life and they use a brow gel and it's colored, I just feel like I can see it, and it just adds more to the like, oh my gosh, you have so much makeup on look. So I think that's why I've been enjoying this clear one. So I do actually think I would get it again, but I do think I will trial other products before I get it again. And then the next thing that was in here was just this Layton Denny clear polish. Now, I don't know if you can see that in there, but there's still so much in there, and it dried out. And I just feel like it dried out quicker than I even had the chance to use it. So there's that. And then I had this Emulsion Aquacious Serum base. And I actually dropped most of this on the floor, but it is nice. One of the reasons why I like this is that because it's the Aquacious Serum base, I believe it's water based, and you can add like the rest of the emulsion products, you can add your own fragrance to it, but with that it didn't weigh my hair down, so it was really nice. However, the caveat is I don't really feel like it moisturized my hair as much as a product that is like oil based does, if that makes sense. Okie dokie smokies, the last one is just this package for the SVR B3 Mask Hydra Intensive, and it's supposed to be soothing, hydrating, and replumping. This, I would get this all day every day. It was so nice, so hydrating. My skin felt so supple after. And again, I actually used these, well, this one, I think they sent me two, but I used it after I did microderm. So if I didn't put on like all the skincare and things like that, I actually popped this on after. So yeah, I loved this. Anyway, my friend, that is it for this video. If you enjoy Empties videos as much as I do, I would love if you left me a comment letting me know why you like them. Is it for the same reasons that I like them? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.